This is the NBA.
You look at the Knicks. They've overcome a number of challenges just to get here. Now down 1-0. Greg, they face a huge hurdle.
And you know what? I think they learned a lot in game one. Playing against the best the league has to offer, they know they have to make some adjustments, keep everyone involved, and they have to hit the open shots they're given.
You were talking about the adjustments before. I agree. So with McHale sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got Pippen. Malone is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's West. And it's Dumars in at the 2. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Chamberlain with a screen on Dumars. Doncic, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Antetokounmpo finds Malone. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Davis, the pass to Doncic. Davis with a screen on Dumars. And here's Chamberlain, covered by Giannis. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. This passes to Giannis. Shot from 12. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West.
With defenders having to worry about the drive, the pass, Antetokounmpo can usually find space from the mid-range.
Here's Doncic. Scores off the crossover.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Young. Here's Malone. That misses off the backboard.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Pass to Payton. Davis kicks to Chamberlain. On the wing, Doncic. Shoots over Dumars. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla, and we talked about the problems that Giannis poses. He said, look, there's no easy way to defend Giannis. We have to be physical with him, keep him out of the paint as much as possible. But he acknowledged that even having multiple bodies on Giannis sometimes just isn't enough. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Doncic. Scottie Pippen unable to get his shot to go. Payton against Giannis. Out to West. Off target from outside.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Here's Chamberlain. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Knicks trail by 9. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Boston making some changes. Wilkins is checked in for Doncic. And Stockton subbed in for Payton. And New York with a change here, too. Baylor, he's checked in for Joe Dumars. Now here's West. It's Pippen on the wing. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Pippen. Yep, it counts.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Celtics leading by 7. Chamberlain with a screen on West. Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Stockton. And Jerry West pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
Buries it from 3-point range.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Outside, Malone. Pass to Pippen. There's the lob at Kumbo, and stolen by Chamberlain. And now it's Davis running. He can go all the way.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
And so it's New York with it after the basket by Boston. And it's Dominique Wilkins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for New York. Ewing's checked in front of Kumbo, and Paul subbed in for West. 1:16 left in the first quarter. Paul passes to Baylor. No good with the layup. And so it's Wilkins who brings up the ball for Boston. His three-pointers off the mark. Knicks trail by 10. Here's Baylor. He doesn't hit that one. Wilkins with the defensive effort. Stockton from outside. Knicks with the rebound.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
And it's Malone finishing it off.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Now, here's Wilkins. He has yet to score. And there's the foul. It'll go on Patrick Ewing. That is his first foul of the game. Stockton finds Wilkins. Pierce inside the three-point line.
And with his strength, lateral quickness, and that 7'3" wingspan, Pippen is an exceptional defender.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good from Baylor. And so Baylor nails both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
They've got Stockton. Chamberlain is out there with Wilkins. Then there's Doncic, and it's Gilmore in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. For 3, Wilkins. It's rebounded by Dumars. Knicks trail by 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
Now, here is Chamberlain. There's a screen. Tries again. To the right side. Chamberlain with a screen on Paul. Stockton with no one around him. Misses the 3.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
And to Kumbo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 4th.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Free throw good. Giannis. Some changes for Boston. Davis is checked in for Chamberlain. Havlicek comes in for Wilkins. And it's Payton in for Stockton. And both free throws good for Giannis.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
On the wing, Havlicek. Baylor defending. Boston again missing. Knicks trail by 3. Throws it up high. Stolen by Havlicek. Doncic passes to Payton. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Havlicek outside. There's a good screen. Nailed from three-point land. Havlicek's got 6 points.
And finally, someone scores.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Scottie Pippen's checked in for the Knicks. Now here's Paul. Still without a basket. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Pippen sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. And Davis sends it back.
You can't take that shot in front of Davis. His reach, his height. Come on, man. That was never going to happen.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now, here's Ewing. New York moving the ball around. Paul with the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Paul's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Doncic outside. Here's the screen. Havlicek outside. Davis setting the pick for Payton. Pass to Davis. No good that time. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Screen by Giannis. Here's Dumars. Back to Giannis. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. John Stockton. He's checked in for Gary Payton. The Knicks making a switch here. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from the wing. Pippen, no luck. Celtics leading by 5. Davis kicks to Doncic. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And that one is good. Gilmore's got his first basket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And here is Paul. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
Wilkins is checked in for Boston. Good on the second free throw.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
Outside, Davis. Back to Stockton. To the paint. Here's Doncic. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to West. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Stockton. West can't hit. And so it's Wilkins who brings up the ball for the Celtics. 1:36 left here in the second. Pass to Baylor. West with the ball. He's defended by Stockton. No good from West. Boston leading by 8. Doncic right side. The shot missing. Nice D from Dumars. The Knicks have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Dumars a screen on Davis. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Good on the three-point shot.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Celtics on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Davis with a screen on Baylor. Wilkins' shot is off. Knicks trail by 11. It's Dumars on the wing. West outside. Pass to Giannis. Giannis says, "Get off me!"
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Celtics lead by 9. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series, they dropped game 1. Now before they go home for game 3, Kenny, how do they even the series?
To be honest, I would.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
So with McHale sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. We've got Moses Malone. West is out there with Dumars. Then it's Ewing, and it's Giannis in at the 3.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
Dumars against Doncic. To the inside, and stolen by Malone. Antetokounmpo against Havlicek. Down low, inside, Giannis drops it in.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
Giannis against Havlicek. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Havlicek's got 8 points.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
West kicks to Antetokounmpo. The putback. Kicks it out to Malone. West against Payton. Outside Dumars. The 3. Rebound Boston. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Doncic. Davis setting the pick for Doncic. And the 3 off target. Knicks trail by 7. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. West outside. Looking for Ewing. He gets it there. Chamberlain with the block. And he's able to get it back. Boston shooting 43% from the floor. Pass to Davis. John Havlicek on the wing. Chamberlain a screen. And it's Havlicek missing. The Knicks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. On the wing, Dumars. Guarded by Doncic. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Doncic. Dumars dishes to West. Over Payton. New York, no good that time either.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you. His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Back to Havlicek. Over Dumars. And it's Havlicek missing. Knicks trail by 7.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Malone finds West. Giannis a screen on Payton. New York, no good that time either.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Antetokounmpo with the steal. Dumars the pass to West. Back to Dumars. New York moving the ball around. That's good from West on the assist by Antetokounmpo. West has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Several teams changing it up here. And so Stockton will bring it up for the Celtics. They lead by 4. Pass to Havlicek. Takes a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Havlicek's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Malone, the pass to Thurman. Paul outside.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Boston.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Giannis kicks to Paul. Open for 3. Here's Malone. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Malone is relentless inside, so strong with non-stop effort.
Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Stockton. Chamberlain with a screen on Paul. Good on the triple. Stockton's got 9 points.
And Stockton almost impossible to guard in the pick and roll. When he gets a little daylight, he is always ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Malone. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Wilkins outside. Pass to Havlicek. Shot and game clock separated by 5. 3-pointer from Stockton. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside, Malone. Here's the teardrop. The shot, no good. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Celtics. They're up by 4. We're going to step aside. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Doncic out there with Stockton. Then there's Chamberlain. Then it's Wilkins. And it's Gilmore in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. Knicks trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Thurman. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Stockton sets the screen for Doncic. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Gilmore. Back to Chamberlain. The 3 for Doncic. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Thurman. And he can't bank that one in. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Inside. Antetokounmpo against Doncic. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Out to West. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And some changes here for the Celtics. Anthony Davis comes in for Chamberlain. And it's Havlicek in for Dominique Wilkins. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Knicks trail by 4. There's passes to Malone. Back to West from deep three-point land. New York, no good that time either. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. From downtown, and that one's good from Havlicek. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Now here's Ewing. Defense is right there. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The first one falls. Chamberlain's checked in for Boston. Payton comes in for Stockton. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Celtics leading by 6. Doncic outside. Pass to Chamberlain. Shoots over Malone. Knicks with the rebound. Malone's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Floats one up. No good from Baylor. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Ewing. Ewing's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
No one near Payton as he lets it go. Boston again missing. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Baylor, and he banks in the layup.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Doncic dishes to Payton. Here's Havlicek. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Knicks have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. West gets to Pippen. Down low, and it's Malone finishing it off.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Payton with the ball to the middle. It's deflected. Stolen by Ewing. West outside. Pass to Ewing.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second for the Knicks. Giannis comes in for Baylor, and it's Paul in for West.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Chamberlain with a screen on Paul. Pass to Doncic. Can they get it? And the rejection by Giannis. Havlicek against Pippen. Giannis passes to Paul. And here's Ewing. Over Chamberlain. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Oh, come on. Those are the looks you can't mess up. From this close inside, you got to get the job done.
Here's Davis. Rebound, Malone. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Paul dishes to Pippen. Here's Ewing. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Guys, what are their best options now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Now, here's Doncic. The three. Count it!
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a three. But they'll probably try for a two, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
It's in!
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Davis is out there with Chamberlain. Then there's Havlicek. Then there's Payton. And it's Doncic in at the 2-guard spot.
Throw it high and watch Davis fly. Wow.
And so here is New York, trailing by 2. West kicks to Malone. Pass to Dumars. West outside. Malone, the bounce pass. 4 on the clock. 3, Pippen. It's good from long range. Pippen's got the lead up to 1 now for New York.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Doncic against Dumars. Three-pointer, Payton, and the three ball is good. And the Celtics lead by 2.
And that's a bounce-back three, and they're back in the lead.
We're just over a minute into overtime here. Pippen misses. And it's Davis with the ball for the Celtics. Pass to Doncic. Chamberlain with a screen on Dumars. Doncic passes to Payton. To the paint. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. New York's gone 1 of 2 so far in their three-point attempts in overtime. Here's Malone. And Davis sends it back. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Antetokounmpo passes to Dumars. Malone with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Just 5 to shoot.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
Al Payton lets it go with a 3. Out to Doncic. Chamberlain with a screen on Dumars. A good look from Doncic. Good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Here's Malone. Again, Malone missing.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Dumars against Doncic. Pass to Chamberlain. Looking for Payton. He gets it there. Davis. Davis on the follow. And the Celtics lead by 6.
In the clutch, Davis just showing supreme focus. When his team needs him, that's when he shows up the most.
West. And Davis sends it back. And that's an intentional foul. It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Yeah, and among the many things to like about Hondo, he is strictly about the team. Willing to take on any role. He just wants to win.
Malone kicks to Pippen. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-0 with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, we can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Here with Luka. You got the W, so what did you think about your performance?
You know, we got to win, okay?
Thanks so much, David. That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. For Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.